Audio Jungle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Music Journey episode 2. My name is Blessing Chimanga and I'm your host and producer. I'm so excited to have my friend and my brother Othnell Mangoma Moyo with me in the show today. And what is music? The Music Journey. The Music Journey is a show that we're bringing to you, getting to know the artist even more deeper, getting to know the story behind them, the successes, the challenges, the things that make them special, the wow factor behind the artist. And today, this is my great brother. He comes from the city of Kings and Queens. That's Kwabulawayo. So, welcome, Othnell. Thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Play. Thank you, Alliance.
Thank you again, you guys, for joining us today. Please share the broadcast and please text somebody so that they can watch us. And this is brought to you by Alliance Française of Harare. Mangoma.
Yeah.
Who is Othnell Mangoma Moyo? Let's start there.
Okay. Othnell Mangoma Moyo is a guy born and bred in Bulawayo in Guboyenja. Yeah. So I started in Guboyenja, and now I'm an artist. I'm creative. I build instruments, I play instruments, I teach instruments, and I also dance and write books.
Wow. Is the name Mangoma on the birth certificate, or where did this name come from?
It's like in Bulawayo, when we grew up, there was these youth centers. So each youth center maybe would have maybe 4 or so cultural groups or musical groups. So each group will have their Mangoma.
Wow.
So, but as I grew up, I used to play for everyone. So everyone used to come. Maybe if they make every artist from Bulawayo to gather together, I'll be always the one playing drums. So that's hence the name Mangoma. Yeah.
Wow. Mangoma, yes, already I think by now viewers, except those maybe that are not from Zimbabwe, now know the meaning of what Mangoma is. Mangoma is in Shona and it means drums.
Yes,
Tell us about the instruments that you play. You know, because it's the instrument that gave you this name.
Yes,
Tell us which are the instruments that you play, how you started, and it may be in their order of love since you play many instruments. You know.
I can say when we began, it was with my brother and my sisters. Yeah. So my brother was a very great marimba player. So you know, like the history of marimba, they say marimba in 1964 came to Bulawayo, Kwanongoma College. So there was this vibe, like they were greater, like maybe I can say elderly people were playing, like Kamba was some guys from Guboyenja. So they used to teach my brother. So after that, my brother he had his own marimba, which he made out of pockets. So from that, he used to teach us. So other marimba players maybe who are now living in London will say, okay, we saw you play marimba at 3, but I don't remember playing marimba at 3. So we started with marimba as a family. And then my sister was dancing in different dance groups. So she was the one who introduced us to the drum. And then there was these guys, when they formed Amakosi, like when Amakosi was built in 1995. So they brought these guys from Harare, and these guys were coming from Murewa. These are the guys who came with Mbira for us. So by 1995, I was 7. 7. So they came with Ngoma, like what you call this, Jerusalem and Mbende. They brought Mbende and Mbira to our family. So we started to play as a family, but just as like long ago we didn't have TVs. Maybe we have one community, like in our community, maybe it was just 3 houses with television. So we go together there, but sometimes we didn't go there. So we play as a family, play music, sing, dance, and then there was this Amakosi. So after that, it was mostly Ngoma, Mbira, and Marimba. And then in 2001, I joined Amakosi fully. I started to be active in the industry.
Right.
So I fell in love with the djembe.
Right.
So, but there wasn't someone who taught me how to make it, but I don't know how it happened. It just happened. I don't know how it happened.
Huh.
Up to even crafting it. But like in 2006, I started to go into villages. So I went to Matopo. There was this guy who was making drums with me and teaching me how to carve using just two tools, just the X and E symbol. So I wouldn't stay to see him make finishing with Isanele. Isanele is like a small hoe that we used to carve. So that's the guy who introduced me to making to building wood. So after some time, and then 2009, I started to play with drummers, like kid drummers, and then I was introduced to rudiments. Now to like Western music styles. Now playing in church with some guys. I also showing me, okay, this chord is this is what we call a time signature. But also after some time, I joined Music Crossroads, and then I moved to Harare in 2010, and then joined Music Crossroads in 2014. And then from Music Crossroads, that's where I started to know how to read and write music. And then I started to write books, because I had seen that my journey had begun far from Bulawayo, going into villages. Venda, I've been to Venda, I've been to Matopo, I've been to even to Botswana, to South Africa. I've been even to Burkina Faso, to the villages in Burkina Faso, learning how to play. Even here, still now, I still go even Yamapanda to different places, learning how to play, learning how to make music.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, this is one thing that I'm excited about this show, because you get to hear first-hand information. If you see this man playing, I mean, you're going to see him later on in the show when he's going to play with the band. In Shona, you know, and people don't understand sometimes how this happens. But I think from today you will know that he has gone right into the villages to actually learn these different grooves and stuff. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we're going to get to know the albums, the books, and the journey that Othnell Mangoma has been on as an artist, as a writer, and as a creative. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you are just joining us, this is the Musical Journey talk show and concert brought to you by Alliance Francaise of Zimbabwe, hosted by Blessing Bletchimanga. And I hope you guys are sharing the broadcast. I hope you guys are tagging your friends to come and watch. Remember, here we are getting to know the artist more, and then the artist is going to play a special concert for you live here in our Alliance Theatre. So please tell somebody. We have Othnell Mangoma Moyo, a Zimbabwean, born and bred in the city of Kings and Queens. That's Bulawayo, and we have him for the show and the talk show today. So Mangoma was taking us through his journey, that he has gone through villages. He has gone through Kwanongoma, an amazing music school in Bulawayo, and then coming into Harare in 2010. Now, Mangoma, personally, I knew you when you came to Harare, and you played for many bands. Yes. You sessioned as a percussionist for many bands, but you also brought this new touch to percussion playing. If you didn't know, I should tell you this. You brought this new sound as a percussionist, you know, to a band. But who are some of the artists you have worked with? And how has been the journey? We are going to get to your work now, but where did it start? How has it been working with other musicians? Some lessons you took from there. Walk us through with the viewers.
I think for me it's a difficult question, because I consider myself as a student of many people, even from the community that I grew up, from the community that I am living now, and I can say when it comes to my teachers, the people who have taught me, the people that I've worked with, I'll start first with my sister and my brother, also at Moyo and Ria Moyo. They are the one who showed me how to play marimba and ngoma. And Samson Chitovuro, those are the guys who were coming from Harare, coming to our city. So my Mbira teacher is Tsiva. I don't know his first name, because Mbira so he lives in Boyera, but he taught me maybe for close to 6 or 9 years. So I started at Amakosi, and then I joined Bongo Love. And then I joined Amaumbo. So at Amaumbo I played for a solid 8 years, just rehearsals, no shows. We were starting in the morning from 9 until maybe 10 p.m., 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., just rehearsals only, no shows. And then we went to France, and then we formed Kwabacha. And then I came this side, and when I came this side, the person who took, I can say for bands, I started playing with Love Saint Manjevula from Bulawayo. He was playing Splash. This is another style of, Splash, Dalom Keys. Yes. And then Sandra Ndebele, after Sandra Ndebele, Piata Mangete, Jays Marabini. And then when I came this side, it was easier for me, but I joined Tutuma Nenga. So I can say Tutuma Nenga was my mother when I came this side, because she showed me another world of playing. She told me anything. When I was working with Tutuma Nenga, Piroro, Nicholas Nare,
Blessing Parutsa.
So they were like these musicians. They say, okay, you are a percussionist, you can play anything. You can play the soil, you can play the leaves, you can make sound with water. So when I was playing with them, it was I would have a big cassette, you see, and then we rehearse every time. So I love playing with Tutu. So after playing with Tutu, more people saw me playing with Tutu, and then I started to play with Wop Masike, with Josh Make, with you, with Charirone Gitare, and then Oliver Mtukudzi. And then during Oliver Mtukudzi, when we were making a tribute, we have the opportunity to play even with Steve Dyer, Yuma Sigela, Stuart Sikuma, and then I joined also Umoja. So in Umoja we played with Norwegians, yes. And then after one beat, we're playing now with Arabians, Indians, people from 17 countries. And then after I started to go maybe to Europe to play with different bands. So I can say now, maybe there are some guys who are looking at me now and saying, okay, you didn't mention me. But I would like to say, I'll just sum it up and say, I'm a student of many people.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Mangoma, your story is so inspirational, coming from a community right up to going into the world. And now I know that you're a touring artist. You got a couple of projects. Something I can mention right here on air. He has been chosen some years ago. Has been chosen with One Beat, which is a cultural exchange program that selects musicians from different countries, and then you get to stay in the States for 2-3 weeks. And Mangoma was selected together with many other exchange programs. So you have done so much, man, and it's so good to have you on the show. Mangoma, you have written a book. On percussion. We're going to show you on the screens. Please do go and follow Mangoma and inbox to buy that book. It's not only for musicians, it's for everybody. It's an amazing book carrying a lot of history about drums and so forth. Mangoma, where did you get the inspiration to write a book? In a short, quick summary, how was the experience writing a book? It's very few musicians who are actually providing also written content. And that appeals to everybody, and you did that, and we congratulate you for that. And how was that experience? How did you get the inspiration? Any challenges in that journey?
I can say since I was young, I was writing down stuff.
Wow.
Like maybe if you ask me when did you play your shows, I've got everything written.
Wow.
All the records. But after some time, I saw that there was an age to write, because we have to write our story, you see, because maybe like for myself, maybe
just wait, Mangoma. That is very deep, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's not only for a musician, but for everybody watching in everything that you do. Did you hear the man said, you have to write your story?
Yeah.
What is your story? Write your story. Go ahead, sir.
I can say in the writing of our stories, is it? There have been people who have been instrumental in documenting Africans. Maybe I can say you, Tracy, Andrew Tracy, Zek Moon, and other people who are documenting maybe Mbira, Ngoma and stuff. But also we need someone writing from where the thing is happening.
Wow.
Because maybe sometimes you can misquote something. Maybe I said I went to Burkina Faso. Maybe I can go to Burkina Faso and sit with someone, is it? And then maybe I see an old woman maybe saying she's pounding something. And then maybe I think, oh, she's pounding for her grandchildren. No, maybe she's pounding medicine. Maybe she's pounding. So I don't know because I didn't grow up in that area. So I thought, okay, since I'm a drummer, I play many instruments.
Yeah.
Why not write about the stories I've been to, of the places I've been to? And also, if it happens that I pass on, I have to leave something for the, because I see like most of us, we are self-taught, but I can say we are not self-taught in the sense that maybe we learn from everyone every time, is it? But there is no teacher for us to say you should do it this way.
Yeah.
I can say that's why I said my first teachers, maybe I left them in Bulawayo. So now it's like you are improvising every time. So I don't want the next generation to be improvising, to be starting again. If you want to play a drum, yes, to start again, how to make it, like, you know, like when I was making djembe, I didn't know that you have to make with polyester rope. I had to figure out, I had to steal some strings from my family jacket.
Secrets coming out.
And then tie them. And then when you play, the skin will just go up. So it's like something, it's a rough patch. I don't want the next generation to go
through it. Yeah.
Yes. So I want them to have a starting point, of which I can say I'm young now, but I have to document every stage of my life.
Wow.
Because someone can help. It can be of help to someone. You see, maybe sometimes someone can ridicule it because maybe he is on a better stage. But there is I can say you have two people, like those who are better than you and those who are lower than you. So also you have to lend a hand to those who are lower than you without thinking too much of what are the ones who have knowledge than me going to say.
Wow.
Because they always criticize. Like even when we are going to play tonight, there will be many comments. Yeah, what? He's married by
comment section.
Nice, but like now we have embraced this culture of criticizing. You see, but we just criticize without bringing anything on the table. So I can say those books are something on the table for those who are coming. Yes, who are coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think this man needs to write another book that's no musical related. But you know, some of these quotes that he's saying are just amazing. And if you see him on stage, you can't think that in these dreads there's some ideas like this that come out, man. Yeah. Really, this is awesome, Mangoma. Mangoma, we have to close because you have to play.
Yes.
But everybody who knows Mangoma and those that are starting to know him tonight, just by looking at him, this guy is a funny guy. I've had my personal experiences with him, crazy on stage, crazy off stage. And every musician has played with, he can tell you that there's no one day we saw him mad. But Mangoma, do you actually get mad? Like, is there a moment in your life where, you know what, we can actually catch you on a bad day? And I'm just interested.
I can say sometimes maybe the people who polish us are the people we live with. You see?
Wow.
Like maybe I can say my wife, my mother, my sisters, my brothers, they know how to polish me. Like maybe if I get angry, they know how to, okay, you can't do this, you can't do this. If you're going to the world, you can treat people like this. I can say my mother didn't go to school, but she's very wise. Yeah. She's the one who taught me life, how to treat people in life. Now, you know, like in Africa, like for us, we, like in Zimbabwe, we've got this, that is, we've got the lineage, like our fathers, is it? And then we have our mothers, the wives of our fathers, that we call machembere.
Yeah.
So my mother is a chembere to my grandson. So my wife is a chembere to you see.
Yeah.
So if there is something called, maybe you can say kutata botso. So if your mother is someone who's very instrumental in our culture, and then my mother will leave my wife to take care of me. So my wife is now my new mother. So my wife is the one who's polishing me now, because I left my mother's place. My mother was polishing me maybe for 20 or so years, and now my wife is the one polishing me. You see, now I don't have maybe siblings. Maybe it's my wife and very close friends, like maybe you. If I spend a day with you, I know I'm going to go. Go to another place being polished.
Yeah! The corner, yeah!
Yes.
That's amazing. Actually, my mother, my wife, and then you bled. It's a special moment. It's a special moment. Give me my cups.
It's the people close to me. Wow. My teachers, my mother. Those people polish you every time.
Wow.
You get angry. They okay, you can't do this. You can't do that. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you last question, and then we're going to go to the show.
Yeah.
Mangoma, how many albums have you released? Where can people find your music? People want to follow you.
Yeah.
You know, I can tell just by how they've stayed watching. You know, it's not everyone wants to watch an interview, but they are here because they love you and they love the show. Before you answer that question, let's give a shout out to Alliance Francaise and to the director, Mr. Jacques, and the whole entire team. Thank you for this opportunity and trusting us to bring these stories to the world, not only to Zimbabwe, because today we have people from Comoros watching, we have people from South Africa watching, from the UK, from the States. So thank you, Alliance Zimbabwe, for this amazing show. Mangoma, where can people find you? I mean, everything has gone digital now. Is your music online? How many albums do you have? Tell them.
I've got 3 albums titled Music According to Percussion. First album is called Music According to Percussion Volume 1. And then second one, Music According to Percussion Volume 2, and then there is a single called Posheshe, which also has an official video.
Wow.
So you can find it on SoundCloud, you can find it on all digital platforms. So, and then for the book, I still have hard copies. If you are in Harare, you can get one. If you are in London, there's someone there. If you are in New York, there's someone there. In South Africa, there's someone. I'm sorry to those in other places who are maybe during the lockdown we make it maybe we put
PDF,
yes,
online.
Put it online.
Okay.
And then I also blog about about drums, about dances, about maybe the accessories of drums, and the blog is called Ngoma Music and Dance. Yeah, so you can follow also that blog. You can follow Music According to Percussion on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And you can also follow Othnell Mangoma Moyo.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, and this man makes drums. So if you want a djembe for your house, or for your family, or for your school, or for your university, please do inbox him directly or inbox us, and we'll be able to direct you to Mangoma. He makes amazing djembes that are being shown on the screen right now. These are handmade by Mangoma right here in Harare, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much, Mangoma, for being part of the show. And it's amazing to know your story. I've known you for years, but today I started to know you in a different way. And I love the way you are so rich. And I just hope and pray that more and more opportunities will come your way. When things open up, hope you can travel even more and showcase what you carry. To our viewers, thank you so much for trusting us into your homes, into your cars, wherever you're watching from. And thank you very, very much for following the musical journey. This was our second edition, and we'll have our third edition in a week from now. So please do keep on following the Alliance Francaise page, or also follow the Dreams TV, or follow Blessing Blade Chimanga, and get to see these shows. And so don't go anywhere, and come and get to see this amazing man on stage with his full band. You're gonna be blown away, because this is coming from the Musical Journey talk show and concert, brought to you by Alliance Francaise and Blade Production. God bless you. See you just now.
Thank you.
chipunga ndichanyura. Mwari mandiyambutsa mukungwa ndichipunga ndichanyura. Vanonzirori zipiye zipedzulungwa manga etu. Imitamba simba mandirwira fundo dzangu. Uwozi ngoda yo, uwozi ngasingobe. Ungobeli ngani uyingwe nyama yakwajuta. Ose vanoda zita renyu kwavaparedeme nekuti muchamuro papasa yakarura. Good evening, how are you? Bonjour, bonsoir. My name is Othnell Mangoma Moyo and I'm from Music According to Percussion. And with me tonight is Vivian Tawaziwa, Melody, Tienga, Debra Mtembo, Archford Songuro, and Takutswa Bare. Together we make music according to percussion. I would like to thank Alliance Française for this platform and would like to thank Blessing Shimanga Production for this platform. Let's have a good time together and hope. Yeah. Upenyu wakaoma mari yacho sikubatika kune vakadzidira mabasa sikufika togaro chingirisa mari yacho sikubatika tochema kuna mwari dai mapindira musukala tula musukala tula musukala musukala tula musukala. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. So next we are going to play Ngororombe Onyere, which is a Zimbabwean pan flute. We are going to play a song from northeastern Zimbabwe called Kuyajahove.
Wanandoenda kwedu kwagoteka, wanandoenda kumusha kwedu kudande, mai vangu valiko kwawata, yoriro ngoma.
Ndoita sekondo tizarenti oye, aye oere oyere yere iye. Ndoita sekondo no garambani oye, aye oere oyere yere iye.
Wona yo yarira ngoma baba we ye oye wonde iye. Oyo ye wonde aye ba ye ne wonde.
So next we'll take you to Matebele South and we'll play for you Wosana, which is a traditional dance and also music from Matebele South, Kalanga speaking people into Botswana, east of Botswana and west of Zimbabwe.
Amunanda mabele. Odege. Kaiwe mabele. Kaiwe ole. Kaiwe mabele. Kaiwe ole. Amunanda mabele. Odege. Amunanda mabele. Odege. Kaiwe mabele. Kaiwe ole. Kaiwe mabele. Kaiwe ole. Amnande.
So next we'll play Matepe music for you. This is the music of Kore Kore people, of the Kore Kore Tawara, the music of the Nyungwe people, the music of the Buja. This is eastern part of Zimbabwe, northeastern part of Zimbabwe, from Toko, Nyamapanda, Lutito, Darwin, Rushinga into Mozambique.
tochema. Wana sijamera nipo baba we tochema. Oi wo na biribo. Oi wo na yarirago. Sijamera nipo baba we tochema. Oi wo sijamera nipo zoka chaka nipo. Oi wo baba we toenda kumarikana. Oi wo wana jumelo tsara bike baba we. Oi wo baba we oi wo na baba we. Oi wo na yarira. Oi wo na baba we. Oi wo de jabira. Baba we wana yarira. Oi wo de jabira. Wana jure jibara bike. Oi wo de jabira. Oi wo na yarira.
So now we are going to give you our last song. And before we do that, I would like to introduce our team. That's Vivian Tavaziva. That's Melody Tienga. That's Ashford Sunguro. That's Deborah Mutembo. That's Takutwa Bar. And I am Othnell Mangoma Moyo. Thank you very much for watching us tonight. And thanks to Alias Francais and Blessing Chimanga Productions for this platform. We would like to say Sava, Salut, and très bien, merci. So you can also come to the Alliance Française and learn French. I'm starting next week and hope to see you. Maybe we can enroll in the same class. Thank you. We are music according to percussion. Enjoy your night. can follow us on Facebook, Music According to Percussion, on Twitter, on Instagram. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Audio Jungle.